And there's a good group of them out there that do. Neil Ersman's got a great guy behind him in Hatcher that is a very business savvy guy who understands it. Dresser's a great one. Obviously Rob's a great one. Tom has Bob Nichols behind him who's very, very smart and business savvy. So it's making sure you surround yourself with the right people because even if you don't understand it yourself, get someone around you that does. Who
Yeah.
can help advise you, who can help you with that. Even I think Poeta is doing so well because his family's pretty successful, and
Sure.
he had to run a business in a kids club too growing up, so he understands the
Sure.
business side of things.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a good group out there that it's all about the wrestling. And I would say myself, if I got a head job, let's say I got the head job here right when Coleman left, I wouldn't have had the business savviness yet.
Right.
And that was a big reason why I wanted to stay with Koll is to learn that. There was one piece I didn't have yet, and it was that piece. Even though I did have my brother, seeing it on a day-to-day basis in and out and how it's done in the wrestling world is another huge benefit. And I'm happy I've been able to spend these last 2 years here with him to learn that and to understand that and to see how it works.
One of the things that comes up quite a bit in the conversations that I have with other coaches is how impressive it is. And Rob will tell you he's a young coach. He's
Yep.
not. He's not. But how impressive it is. And maybe it's because he doesn't have a national title as a team. Maybe it's
Yeah.
because he's still running for that national title. But how impressive it is, how hard he runs at being the best, because he knows he's the best CEO in wrestling. Him, Dresser, it's debatable, but not very, right?
Yep.
Um, but it's impressive to me to see him not just do continue to do it at his third location, continue to do it from the ground up, continue to do it at a high level. Talk to me a little bit about what that looks like on the day to day, because you just mentioned like get out of my office for a day, like that's
Yeah.
cool, like that's a cool
Yep.
freaking thing, man. Like that's really
Yeah.
cool. Like, hey, I got a lot to do. That's like a kid saying to you, hey, leave me alone. I got a left-handed high crotch that I got to drill from now until 2 p.m. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like that. If a
Yep.
kid said that to me, I'd be like, yeah, do it. That's
Yeah.
cool.
He he works very hard. Um, and it's hard to even describe on a day to day because his day can change so much every single day.
Right.
Um, but what he does a really good job is surrounding himself with people who where he has no worries and he knows his faults. And one of the biggest things he says to me all the time is like, I know like I can put all these plans and all these things in line and have these ideas, but I'm not good at implementing them because I need someone
Mm,
who's gonna implement them, push them all through, make them all happen. So he
right.
has all these great ideas, does all these great things, and that's when it's our job then to implement and make them happen, and to keep him. Hey, we got X, Y, and Z coming up. This is what we need to do because his day to day changes so much. You know, I remember we were talking the other day, and he's like, "You have no idea how many emails I get a day," and I was like, "I can imagine because I get a bunch." He's like, he goes
Mm,
at you, and I think he even gets more here at UNC than he ever got at Stanford and Cornell. He says
really.
his inbox is full with hundreds of emails every day. And he needs, he wakes up early in the morning, starts with his emails. And I know he starts with his emails because I'll wake up at 7 and I'll already have emails from him or be copied on
Mhm,
emails he sent out. So he starts his
mhm,
day out going through his inbox, making sure that gets cleared out, answering emails. That's one thing I will say about Rob is he always answers everyone's emails. Like it
yeah.
doesn't matter who it is, which person's reaching out, even a recruit, like he's gonna give you an answer and he's gonna be honest and he's gonna be straightforward with you.